Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Get the brothers a couple minutes to get up in here and we'll start.
Mommy, if I could stay here, there's a Lucy called Opa.
Shalom, shalom. Shalom, Amataza. Shalom to all that's coming in. And doing a new series called One Nation Under Gods. And Asaya is not going to be interrupting me this whole thing. Alright. I'll share the live real quick. All right, we got 5 people up in here. Let's get to it. First and foremost, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalom to the sincere Akyam out there pushing and preaching this 100% doctrine on the highways and byways. In all sincerity, teaching the 144,000 as well as the 1/3 men, women, and children that are listening. All right, it's your brother Yeramia Kazak back with another hopefully edifying lesson. Okay, this series I am titling One Nation Under Gods, stemming from, once again, if y'all was on the live the other day on my other page, which they took down, hopefully they don't take this one down. Soon as I pulled this book out, and maybe it was something I said earlier, people was reporting or whatever, it is what it is, but One Nation Under Gods. Now, I didn't even buy this. I got this at my local library. It's probably at your local library, all right? This goes into the origins of America and a lot of the, wickedness of the American presidents and what they truly believed. And it also goes into the Israelites that were here and what they believed in, all right, in America. So, we're going to get into it. 7 people in here, that's completion. So we'll get into it. And we pretty much just going to start in the beginning of it, y'all. And we're going to get scriptures as we go. But this chapter right here, this is chapter 1, a meeting of the gods. Okay? And it's giving you the time frames, 1492 to 1512. And we know, if you know history, you got to know the history to know the mysteries. Then you know what time this was about. This was when Cristobal Colon came around. Now let's read a little bit of this. And we just going to get excerpts. We're going to read some of this, get some, another page, etc. So let's get into it. They carved their scriptures from the world around them with conch shells, mangrove trees, coral rocks, true believers in a faith, now forgotten made images of the gods who lived in the sky. They were among the people men called Bahiks, whose role it was to determine if a branch of wood, a block of stone, or a mound of clay had significant power to serve this vital purpose. These men that they're talking about in this certain tribe, which is the Taino tribe, okay, that'll be the tribe of Ephraim. This tribe, right, these were your so-called priests in this tribe. Now, as you can see, it says what? Made images of the gods who lived in the sky. These brothers and sisters are going off because they're now in America, Osiris, and they're worshiping false gods at this point in time, 1492. Okay? This is letting you know, because it's going to tell you that these Taínos, it's going to tell you, it's going to label them that. Okay, this is the tribe of Ephraim. All right, so they had priests just determining, and this is foolish, determining if a branch of wood, a block of stone, or a mound of clay had significant power to serve this vital purpose. Let's keep going. If satisfied, the Bahik, or a priest, would then coax a human form or sacred shape from the abode of spirits to the physical realm. This should automatically bring you back to when we came out of Egypt and what was happening. When we came out of Egypt and these wicked, foolish Israelites that just saw Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai split the oceans, split the Red Sea, and allowed them to walk through. They just saw that happen. But they truly don't believe. They don't believe what just happened, how Yahweh took them from Egypt and brought them, into the desert and all that. And they complaining and mocking and scoffing. And what did they do? They built a calf made of gold. Okay? These are those same spirits back in reincarnation. These same wicked spirits. It's those Israelites. All right? Let's keep going. Spirits, abode of spirits to the physical realm, inviting ever more deities and to serve and protect the 400,000 men, women, and children who knew themselves as the Taíno. Okay? This is the tribe of Ephraim. Original inhabitants of the islands that will become stepping stones to the place now called America. This is when you go back into the history and you research and you piece this together. Understanding that, hey, the Puerto Ricans was here already because they came over here around 750, 730 AD. All right, and this is spoke of in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, 40th verse. You can go on down. So, fast forwarding, going to 1492 AD, this is what they're doing. And all throughout this time, because they had went off. Issachar went off. Zebulun went off. Naphtali went off. Ephraim, right here, went off. Manasseh went off. Simeon went off. Right? Gad, Reuben went off. All the tribes. All the tribes. All right? I am El. You know what you are now? You are blocked. That's what you are. Okay? See you later. So let's keep going. Taíno, original inhabitants of the islands that will become stepping stones to the place now called America. It pleased the gods to be among them, and gratitude for their create. Baby, what's she doing? Like, what's she doing? Asaya, cut it out. It pleased the gods to be among them, and gratitude for their creation. These small statues, called Zemis, were believed to speak to their makers, teaching them to find order in the chaos of life, just as they had found form in the formless materials of the earth. It's foolishness. The Zemis told the Taínos their history, that people too had once been gods in stories passed from one generation to the next. Their Eden was a cave at the center of the island, later called Hispaniola, where in bygone days they had lived together with the spirits they now revered. All right, so let's get a scripture on that. Okay, as you see how people are doing wickedness, all manners of wickedness. Okay, and the same thing that Jake did, the same thing that the Southern Kingdom was doing over back in the Holy Land, and all manners of captivity. That's why we went into these captivities, right? Oh, the Northern Kingdom thought just because you escaped the Assyrians, you was going to be good. No, it had to come to you as well. You went off, so it had to come to you as well. All right. Let's get it played. All right, Ezekiel 16 and 28. thou hast played the whore also with the Assyrians, because thou went unsatiable, yea, thou hast played the harlot with them, and yet couldst not be satisfied. Thou hast moreover multiplied their fornication in the land of Canaan unto Chaldea, and yet thou was not satisfied herewith. How weak is thine heart, saith Yahweh power, seeing thou doeth all these things, the work of an imperious, whorish woman. And this is speaking of Yasha Allah. This is speaking of us. In that thou buildest thou eminent place in the head of every way, and makest thy high place in every street, and hast not been as an harlot, in that thou scornest higher, but as a wife that committeth adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband. By worshiping these false gods, let's get back to this. By sitting over here and worshiping these false gods, the Tainos, the tribe of Ephraim, Puerto Ricans, was sitting over here what? Playing the harlot, committing adultery. Okay? Because you're not worshiping Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. They're worshiping what? Let's go back to it. They would coax a human form or sacred shape from the abode of spirits to the physical realm. And you are saying that these things can speak to you. These are our people going off. All right? Creating statues. Y'all are worse than Nebuchadnezzar and the Babylonians at this point. Doing all manners of adulterous behavior. Worshiping other gods that your fathers knew not. If we get that Deuteronomy 28 and 64, 63. Okay? So, that's the Tainos. And let's keep it going. We ain't going to read all of this. But let's get over here. Because this is important to know. Right here. In January of 1492, an ambitious 41-year-old weaver's son, known to the Spanish as Cristobal Colon. This is your who? This is Christopher Columbus. Okay? Cristobal Colon was present as King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella watched Sultan Abu and Allah Muhammad the 12th abandon his palace, the crowning achievement of Moorish culture, for exile in Africa. As he departed, the Sultan paused to breathe an anguished cry of regret, the infamous Moors' last sigh for the loss of Europe's only Moorish Muslim kingdom. So, who was the Moors? If brothers and sisters can answer that in the comments. What nationality was the Moors? What nationality was the Moors? That's my question to the comment board. What nationality of the 18 nations that's on this earth, what nationality was the Moors? Exactly, the Israelites. Exactly. Okay, so once again, like I said, the Northern Kingdom, we just read that the Tainos, that's the tribe of Ephraim, was going off over here in America around 1492. So same exact time. You got the Southern Kingdom, or what we calling ourselves at this point, Moorish culture. What are we? Muslims at this time. All right? A lot of the Moors were Muslim. All right? Worshiping Allah. We are worshiping false gods at this point in time. Okay? So Cristobal Colon, or Christopher Columbus, Colon, whom we know as Christopher Columbus, right? The book plainly tells you that, right? Was what? Was certainly in a better mood. Islam's loss would be Christendom's gain, and it might be his as well. And peep the time frame. What's the time frame? 1492, 1512. This is the start. More so, furthermore, this is entering into the Renaissance period. When Esau, Edom coming out of them caves. They began to come out, all throughout this time. From the 700s onward. But in the 1400s, 1500s, their power was heightened. Okay? Yahweh was allowing them to rule in that sense. As Yahweh Shah spoke, right? Satan was cast into the what? Bottomless pit for 1,000 years. But then he would come back out to rule over the king, to rule over the saints. And he would have power over the saints. This is that time. Around your 1492. This is that time when he has power over the saints. Even though we under Muslims, we acting Muslims, we calling ourselves Moors, those are still Israelites. Okay? All throughout the Byzantine Empire, those were Israelites. All right? Jakes. What you call Negroes, what you call Haitians, what you call Jamaicans, Trinidadians. All right? Those are Israelites that was ruling in the Byzantine Empire. What you know today to be the Dark Ages, that was your Israelites. Why you think they call them Dark Ages? They said it wasn't nothing going on at that point in time. No, it was plenty kingdoms, but it was just ruled by Jake. You being a white man, right? Why would you go and glorify something that your enemy did, the black people did, all right? And really just Israelites. You being an Edomite, why would you go and glorify what the Israelites did when you're trying to take their birthright? You want to make them seem as impressive as they truly are? When it don't matter what they do to us, we still gonna shine. That's why we rule everything. Even in slavery, even in our last captivity, we rule everything. All right? 1 second, man. I gotta get a lighter. All right? I'm gonna light these. I'm gonna light this Palo Santo real quick. All right, but it's undeniable. Who we are is undeniable. Hey, where that lighter at? That was over there.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back to it. Salaki. All right, so back to it. The Catholic monarchs. This is Edomites. The Catholic monarchs, as King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella are often called, were aware of Columbus' ambitions to sail west to reach the east at a time that can be seen as the beginning of the phenomenon we now call globalization, when control over global trade routes was key to a kingdom's fortunes. Columbus proposed replacing the dangerous overland route to Asia with a supposedly placid trip across the sea. 6 years earlier, the Spanish crown had turned down his request for financing, as had the Portuguese, the English, the Venetians, and the Genoese. I am probably butchering these. The reasons they had given were that the trip would be prohibitively expensive and that it would be almost guaranteed to fail. Court opponent experts insisted that Columbus had miscalculated the distance between Europe and the Orient, and thus any trip he might take would far exceed his proposed budget. All right, so nobody's trying to deal with him. Nobody's trying to finance the trip, right? All right, and I'm gonna go ahead because I'm not about to be reading all this. I just want to go ahead and get to the point. But just to summarize it, at this point in time, you got our people, you got the Tainos, you got the Cherokees, you got the Mayans, you got the Incas, you got Aztecs. All of our people right now, at this point in time, around 1492, around the 1400s, 1300s, etc., in a state of worshiping false gods, going off, just doing wickedness, sacrificing. If y'all seen that movie Apocalypto, right? Oh, the water, it was right there. Yeah. Who you looking at? You want to do something? Shut up. All right, you got all our people in a state of wickedness, man. In a state of wickedness, not understanding. Okay, so you got these people, you got these nations gathering together because once Cristobal Colon go over, and he be like, "Yo, it's stuff over here. It's gold over there. It's land over there. It's not Asia. They gonna discover it's not Asia. Okay, he trying to go to Asia. He trying to go to the Orient. That's what he said. But it's not Asia. He's gonna discover that. Okay, he's gonna discover who? The Taínos. Cristobal Colon never came to North America. He landed in where? The islands where Ephraim, the tribe of Ephraim, your Puerto Ricans, lived. He landed in the islands. He did not land in North America. Okay, so whoever told y'all that story where he met up with Gad, he didn't meet up with the tribe of Gad. He met up with the tribe of Ephraim, and he probably met up with the tribe of Ephraim and Manasseh. Okay, that was in those islands at that point in time. That's who Cristobal Colon met up with. All right. So then you got, what's the boy name? Cortez. Cortez came and captured the Incas. He came and captured the Incas. And the thing is, when Cortez came, when they landed on the shore of South America, when they got there, what did he do? He burnt the ships. So they had no choice but to take this land over. It was a wicked ass devil like that, man. And then they had horses though. This is how they conquered the Incas. Cause look, the Incas was great in war. They was great in war, but what did they not have? They didn't have guns and they didn't have horses. So they were outnumbered. And that they wasn't even really outnumbered. They was just what's the word, man? Outmatched because of the weaponry. Right? You got some people coming with guns and you throwing spears, you shooting arrows. Even though the Incas could get with them and they was fighting, and they was getting to them. Both sides was taking numbers. But, hey, they eventually lost because Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai deemed them to lose. Okay? It was what it was supposed to be. And we were supposed to go into slavery. We were supposed to go into captivity. So now all the tribes at this point in time are in captivity. All right. They were out. Yeah, in armament. Yeah, exactly. In artillery and stuff like that. They was outmatched in that. But hey, what is that going back to? Esau's blessing. Esau's blessing. Let's get that. It's going back to, I just really thought about that. Hey, Tawada for that, because you really just put that in my mind. Hey, Ka Halam Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. He put that in my mind by having the brother say that. Okay. All right, let's get this. Genesis 27:40. And by the sword shalt thou live and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. When did this happen? Around 1492, around the 1500s, when Cortez came and slaughtered the tribe of Asher, the tribe of Naphtali. When Cortez began to slaughter them, okay? When you can also even go back and say, yeah, during the Roman captivities and the Greek captivities, okay? And furthermore, you can go to the 1500s when we was in Negro land and the Tyre and Zidon, the Hamites, was selling us into the Grecians. So Esau was ruling us by the sword, right? He was exporting us or importing us into Ashereth, America, and ruling us by the sword, putting us in chains. This is all prophecy. This is Esau's blessing coming to pass. He's supposed to rule by the sword, correct? He did it. That's what he's supposed to do. This is why, man, if you do truly have an understanding of the scriptures, you can't really, we sitting over here mad at slavery. That's like your mama, that's like your father, Salakia. That's like your father, and that's like your father punishes you, and you mad at him. But he trying to punish you to make you a better person, to teach your ass some discipline. That's why we got punished as kids. You know, being in timeout and all of that. Right? So, that's all that is. That's all that is. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah put us in this captivity. He allowed Esau to rise up over us. Could Esau get with us back in the day? You go read the book of First. You go read 1 Samuel. You go read 2 Samuel. Yahweh was fighting with us. Come through like a whirlwind with them chariots, kicking ass. King David wasn't losing any battles. Solomon wasn't losing any battles. We wasn't losing back in those times when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah was with us. Yahweh Shah is not going to lose a single battle. Stop. Oh, you Kemetic. Oh, so you think you African. You know what? I got about 20 minutes. You off, brother. You off. You don't know genealogy. All right? I'll tell you that right now. You do not know genealogy. You believe yourself to be an African, a Hamite. So you think that you come from, if you even know anything about genealogy, you believe you come from Noah's son Ham. Because you believe that you're Kemet. Kemet just simply means black. You're not Kemetic. You're not from Kemet. You're not from Cush. You look to be an Israelite. You look to be an Israelite. All right? David was misinterpreted from Tut. That's a damn lie. You have no understanding of the scriptures. Don't follow me, dude. Why is you following me? To cause strife? Don't follow me because we don't agree. Amos 3:3. You don't read the scriptures. Talking about King David like that. King David was not no damn Hamite. You're out your mind thinking that. All right? You need to go and study. You need to go and search the scriptures. Furthermore, you need to go into the history of things. Isis, Ra, and Elohim, maybe. No, you're off. You're off. You have no understanding. What you need to do, and we're going to test you right now. You need to sit back and be humble and take that understanding. That's what you need to do. All right? I like this new burner I got. All right? You think you a blood sacrificer? What the hell? What is you talking about? What is you talking about? You think you a blood sacrificer? What that mean? No, the people that you believe yourself to be did human sacrifice. Those Hamites, those Africans do human sacrifice. The people that you believe yourself to be. You think you damn Hamite and the Africans don't give a damn about you, boy. You with the Set worship. The Set worship. Who is Set? Look, bruh. I don't acknowledge none of your false gods. They have no power. What you need to do right now, if you worship those false gods, you need to go brush them off. I worship the one true God, Yahweh, not Jehovah. Yahweh. Okay? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. That's who you're going to have to answer to. And you ain't even going to get a chance to talk with that attitude. You're just going to be unalived. The way you're coming. You are in a delusion, brother. I'm trying to pull the veil off your eyes. You are an Israelite. Okay? Or you look to be it. You look to be it. Now, if you ain't here to scoff and mock, nature is God. Nature is not God. You're off. Who created nature? Did nature create itself? That's my question to you. Did nature create itself? That's your one question. Did nature create itself? If you believe in nature is God, then you must believe in science and the Big Bang Theory. So at the end of the day, you believe in the white man, what he told you. God was created in the Septuagint. I don't know what that is. No, you just said nature is God. So nature, hey, answer my question. You got one chance to answer my question, then we're going to kick you out of here, and I'm going to continue this lesson. Did nature create itself? How was nature created? We waiting on you. You got 10 seconds. So nature created itself. Yeah, man, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. And a matter of fact, before you get out of here, I'm going to get one scripture for you. I'm going to get one scripture for you. Where is it at? Where is it at? Jeremiah 18:6. O house of Israel, Yasha'Allah, can I not do with you as the potter, saith Yahweh? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hands, so are ye in my hand, O house of Yasha'Allah. What you need to understand, brother, is you are in God's hands, man. If he want to unalive you tonight, if he want to have you get hit by a couple cars, he can do that. If you want to struck lightning, he want to send lightning down to strike you, he can do that. If you want to put a cancerous cell into your body and cause you to die by that, he can do that. You better get some fear of the Creator. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm lost in slave religion. Our people wrote this Bible. You know what? You can step. You can step. Then white folks God. And this is look, hey, these people don't read the Bible. Okay, our people don't read the Bible. As I read earlier, hey man, hey, Yahweh Bashem, hey, Kal Halam, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. Yahweh sent him because he goes right along with the message. I just thought about that. Hey, what was we reading? That the tribe of Ephraim, the Taínos, what were they doing? They were worshiping many gods. They was worshiping many gods. All right, we talked about that. Then we went and we talked about the Moors, which is the southern kingdom. They were worshiping who? Allah, many gods, right? They were worshiping a false god. This brother comes in here talking about he's Kemet. He's from Kemet. He's from Cush. And he don't even know that. He probably don't even know that Kemet is Cush. He don't even know what Kemet means or none of that. And he said that nature is God, but he's supposed to be of chematology, and they don't believe that. So he's all confused. He's stumbling everywhere. He can't even put his pants on, man. He's stumbling everywhere. All right? These guys, you don't even entertain at that point. You just let his ass go. All right? I'm going to get a little bit more of this, and then I'm going to get off, because this is going to be a series. I want to go through a lot of this book. And this is going to be a series because the deeper it gets into this, it exposes America openly, man. Talks about George, talks about Thomas Jefferson, all these founding fathers, it exposes them to be nothing but Satanists. All right. Let's get this. Where is this at? Hold up. I'm going to read this over. All grace goes back to Allah. Let me see. Nah, bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't want to read all of this, but this is good. This is good. We're gonna read this. I gotta do a little bit of reading, but this is solid. Okay. So I'm gonna start up here. All right. I'm gonna start right here. The great myth maker Washington Irving, whose best-selling book about Columbus gave him an obvious interest in maintaining the singularity of the admiral as the discoverer of the Americas, scoffed at Viking tales of encounter with the native tribes of Canada as mere legends. At best, he insisted Orkson had enjoyed transient glimpses of the new world in a little time, lost again to mankind. Another doubter of the day diminished supposed evidence to the contrary as the subline of humbuggery. All right, so basically, to summarize that, the Vikings came over here also, right? But we know if we really even go into it, the Vikings were also Israelites. Okay? Who discovered Scotland? Israelites. What does Scottish mean? Son of David. That's the tribe of Judah that discovered Scotland. Who discovered Ireland? Israelites. Okay? So that's why we was going into it the other day, and I brought up the fact that Larry Bird is an Israelite. His dad is tribe of Gad, okay, making him a Native American, and his mother is Irish, and it don't even matter about the mother, but his mother is Irish, right? So he an Israelite on both sides. If you have to go through her lineage more so to see if she's an Israelite, but regardless, the father is an Israelite, so he's an Israelite. It's no half and half. He's an Israelite, a full-blooded Israelite, because his father is tribe of Gad, right? Well, more so, just going into that, and I actually in a portion of this, I will have to do it. I will have to go into Ireland and Scotland and break that more so down, that Israelites discovered those lands during the what? The Dark Ages. The Dark Ages. Okay? Edom didn't just take over Europe. They got that whole land. They got Sweden, Switzerland. They got all that up there, right? They didn't just take over Europe. Okay? We once had all of that. We once owned all of that. But we know that land is rightfully goes back to Japheth. They took it from them and kicked them out of the land. All right? And this is during the time of Alexander the Creep. Okay? When the Macedonian armies was fighting them. All right? Taking over that land. And Philip, really Alexander's father, Philip, I believe the second, did a lot of that and kicking Japheth out of that land. All right? So let's go into this more. The confidence of the naysayers could not prevent the facts from becoming more widely known. Around the year 1000, Leif Erikson came ashore and established a Viking foothold with an encampment he called Vinland, which today is thought to have been in the newfound land. The saga of the Greenlanders describes the exploits of the Erikson clan, Leif, Thorvald, and Thorslin, the sons of Erik the Red, and they explored and inhabited Vinland, and eventually ran afoul of its occupants. And I'm going to go down some. The Orcsons arrived in North America at the precise moment their people were becoming in Christianized, converted from their traditional belief in the gods of Scandinavia mythology through contact with the European mainland. And so as Thorvald lay dying, he asked to be brought to a spot where he had imagined building a home. There shall ye bury me, he said, and set up crosses at my head and feet. The Vikings then were the first Christians in America, and this new faith may not have been the only religion they carried across the sea. The buried man's very name, which means the power of Thor, suggests they also brought gods they had known far longer than Hamashiach. All right. And this is also tainted. This Christ that they're worshiping is it's also tainted. All right. Dang, what I had in that. Because these would be our people, but they're going off in that Norse mythology. You got to understand, in the Dark Ages, hey, we was in darkness. That's another play on words. Dark Ages in darkness. We was in darkness, worshiping everything. Everything but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We was worshiping everything but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That's important to know. Where do you get your days of the week from? Norse mythology. Friday is from Thor's mother, Frida, right? Thursday is from Thor himself. I think Monday is like for Odin, right? I could pull it up, but regardless, that's Norse mythology. It's coming from these Vikings. That's how you get your days of the week. All this stuff that we so commonly know and so commonly practice, it's all wickedness. You look everywhere. The months, it's wickedness. That's coming from the Greeks. Days of the week, wickedness. Okay, somebody getting in trouble in there. All right, so yeah, man, just all this right here is just and that's the thing. It's like all this stuff ain't gonna get scrambled out, fixed up until we get into the kingdom. Right now, we trying to do our best to piece these puzzles together, and we got these scriptures, and we got this understanding, and we got the pure language, and we getting back to it, and we just diving through the pieces, putting this together. Oh, this is off. Oh, this is correct, right? We diving through the history. This is not a year thing. This is not a 2-year thing. This is not a 3-year thing, right? That's why all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Even the elders been in this thing 30, 40 years, and it's still more to learn. That's why this thing is so beautiful. It's always more to learn, always more to go in. Once again, scripture says, Yahweh says, your thoughts are not like my thoughts. Your ways are not like my ways. Right? So, it's always come with a humble mindset. Always come with a humble attitude and understand that, it's so much that we don't know. So what, you got a little bit of knowledge of the scriptures. So what, you understand, this and understand that. It's so much that we don't know. But we are blessed to know what's happening right now. We are blessed to look and understand, hey, that this place about to burn. Okay? This place about to burn. And who is the main ones bringing it down? Us. Without a gun, without a nuke, we ain't launching no nukes. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah gonna put the spirit in Russia and China and North Korea and them Hamite nations to launch the nukes. We ain't doing nothing. All we got to do is sit here and cry out loud and spare not and tell our people of their sins. That's all we got to do. Okay? They want to listen, they can listen. Or they want to think they Egyptian or Kemet, they can do that too. It don't matter to me. I'm working out my own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, what's false, dude? What's false? You'll be the last one, then I'm going to get up off here. What's false, man? From the 10 lost tribes of Israel, the truth shall be revealed through Yahweh. You saying the right name, but what's false? What are you telling me that's false? What's false? I'm waiting on you. You got like 3 minutes because I got to go. You on the clock? Hello, Yaqub, Yaqamin, whatever your name is. Oh, yeah, he got 10 lost tribes. Can I see that? Hello, you forgot how to type, man. You talking shit. What's up? You coming to scoff? You coming to mock? What's up? Hello, we waiting on you. That's another thing, yo. Stop following me, man. To you people that follow me for no apparent reason, there will be no slaves in the kingdom. All right, let's get his ass. Let's get his ass. You an easy one. You a dummy. You a dummy, man. But you know what? I'm going to be sincere. We're going to be cool with you. If you're going to listen, if you're going to be humble, Psalms 149:8. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with feathers of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh. Who is the saints? That's the Israelites. That's the ones that's going to rule this earth. Okay? There will be slaves in the kingdom. Your understanding is a Pharisee. The same that came at Jesus with these same scriptures. What? Anyway, let's get another one. No. Hey, stop fucking talking from your mind. I want to see a scripture. If you don't post no scriptures, we gonna block you. I want to see a scripture. Because that's what I'm giving you. All right? Psalms 2 and 8. Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. The Pharisees came at Jesus with these same scriptures you can block. Nigga, Jesus said it was going to be slaves in the fucking kingdom, yo dumbass. Man, this nigga, ooh, bruh. Hey, with that, man, we going to get up out of here. All right. Talking about Jesus. Yahweh Shah, Salakia. I had to say it. Dang, you ain't. Hey, I blocked him. Hey, good block, good block. Whoever blocked him. Who blocked him? Hakama. The water. Yeah, you about to turn up. All right, with that being said, I know we was ranting a little bit, but I hope this was edifying in a sense. All right, I'm gonna touch. We gonna get into it some more. We was all in wickedness at that point in time. We was all in wickedness. We lived in wickedness for a long time. Those dark ages, although we ruled the earth, we was in wickedness. All right. So it don't matter if you ruling, just like these so-called celebrities at this point in time. It don't matter that they got money and people is looking at them. They're in wickedness. So is it really honorable? Is it really, Come on, man. So yeah, before they flag the law live, I'm going to get out of here with that. Call Halam, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of GMS that rule well and teach well in sincerity, taught us this truth. Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah. As always, Ahbad Babal. Shalom.